So when I talk about taking control of our own destiny, it is about understanding the capacity and the limitations of Saint Lucia, putting them in a document in which it's easy for people to understand, and having a very clear vision of where we want to go and what we're going to use, exactly what you said, sir, how we're going to measure it.
The government of Saint Lucia continues its thrust into achieving wholesome, long-term development, which seeks to include sustainable development goals, climate change resilience, and economic growth of the country. For too long, Saint Lucia's developmental efforts have been disjointed, said Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Honorable Alan Chasney, at the official handing over ceremony of Saint Lucia's National Infrastructure Assessment on Wednesday, 7th October 2020. Prime Minister Chasney welcomed the findings of 2 years of extensive data collection and research, which will be used to shape policy and development. This assessment report establishes the first milestone in a collaboration between the Government of Saint Lucia, the United Nations Office for Project Services UNOPS, and the University of Oxford Infrastructure Transitions Research Consortium ITRC. The purpose of the report is to establish a vision for the island's future infrastructure aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals.
So I can't begin to tell you how important this program is and how grateful I am to UNOPS and Oxford University for helping us. Because again, many times we find out we don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are other people out there asking these exact same questions. The transformation in the British economy was this. Was to say we can't keep making the same mistakes over and over again.
This report equips Saint Lucia with a robust approach to infrastructure planning that can ensure that social, economic, and environmental needs are met in a range of future scenarios. Civil engineer with the National Integrated Planning and Program Unit, NIP, Fabian Felix, presented on the Evidence-Based Infrastructure EBI database developed by UNOPS. EBI addresses the need to move away from a traditional silo-based planning approach to one that recognizes the interdependence of infrastructure systems across cities, countries, and regions. He noted that Saint Lucia for an awfully long time has lacked proper access to information and data, but with the Assessment Information Management System, governing agencies can make sound decisions based on the relevant data and assessment.
We really want to understand the complex nature of infrastructure, combined with the uncertainties that we see over the future. And we know that requires innovation and data collection. Within the NIP, we are equipped with a researcher and an economist. They help actively with getting data from the other sectors and to work with these tools.
Prime Minister Chasney stated that the engagement began in 2018 with the formation of the National Integrated Planning and Program Unit based in the Department of Finance, with the responsibility to define the overarching vision, strategy, and roadmap for the development of Saint Lucia. He also went on to state that as a country, we must start to reimagine the way we do business to compete globally.
Certainly for me, I can speak as long as I'm Prime Minister of this country, that this is where we're going. That we are going to sit down and we're going to compel ourselves to know where we're going and to measure investments we're doing in a much more significant way, and to continue to put pressure on ourselves, because if we create a higher standard for ourselves, then dealing with the rest of the world becomes much easier.
The publishing of this report is the beginning of creating linkages and synergies with governmental agencies and resources to achieve greater output and productivity as a nation. The National Infrastructure Assessment Report can be accessed by the public on the Government of Saint Lucia's website at govt.lc. Reporting for the Office of the Prime Minister, I am Danielle Dubois.